It's about that time. Sports, rap.
Come on. Then it goes a little something like this.
Everything sports culture.
Sports, rap.
Sports, sounds, and sneakers.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And now,
Sports, rap.
Sports Rap Live with Adam Rapp, Andrew Martinez, and DJ Guns.
You're live.
Welcome to Sports Rap Live, everybody. I'm your host, Adam Rapp, broadcasting from the Bud Light Studios on Sports Talk 790 and iHeartRadio. Wow, I just got goosebumps. I guess after that intro, it's official. We are here, and we have a great show in store for you guys tonight. And, of course, it's brought to you each and every week by Diamond Supply Co. and DiamondSupplyCo.com. If you want to get your shine on, you can visit the website. They've got all the spring lines dropping right around the corner. Of course, it's not spring weather here in Houston tonight. It is a little bit chilly out there. We do have some freeze warnings for overnight, so if you're out late tonight, be careful going home. But whether you're listening live right now or you're checking out the show on our podcast at sportsraplive.com, we want to thank you for tuning in. You can also check us out on Twitter, follow the show on Twitter, and talk to us on Twitter at sportsraplive. Of course, that's rap with two P's. Why is that?
Because two P's are better than one.
That's right. And we're going to break down all the week's topics in the world of sports. We're going to open it up with the rap sheet with our good friends here in the Sports Rap Lounge. Shout out to the Rap Pack in the building, of course, tonight to send us off right. And you hear the sweet stylings of DJ Gons right there. He's going to keep the show flowing with a beat all night long and each and every Thursday and Sunday night from 8 to 10. What is up, G? I bet you are.
Doing better now. It's been crazy.
I can
crazy
hear you.
day, but
I think
no, it's all good. Yeah, I'm on the air. I'm DJ Gons, everybody. And
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is
It'll start picking up. Trust me.
Of course.
It'll start going.
Of course. And sitting to my right here is Andrew Martinez. He's always here to bring you the Martinez Report, which we will get into later on. You can count on that. How are you, Andrew?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Man, I'm good. We're live.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting. And we want to thank the people of Houston, first and foremost, for tuning in tonight. And, of course, around the world on the iHeartRadio app. Shout out to Kansas City. They're already checked in. They're listening to us out there. I'm sure it's chilly there as well. Well, hey, you know what? This show is all about the culture of sports. We're going to talk about sports tonight. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about sneakers. Of course, Kadoma will be by later on with the H-Town Sneaker Summit Sneak of the Week. And you guys will have to catch up with us. We're on Sneak of the Week number 127. But he'll be dropping by each and every Thursday to bring you all the heat for your feet from the street. So you guys stick around for that for sure. And hey, we've always been known to have special guests dropping by. Special guests like our executive producer. And I think it's only fitting that we give him a proper introduction to let the people know who's here at the Sports Rap table with us. Go ahead and drop that, G.
Wow, that was wow. Nice.
Lights, camera, action, baby, of course.
Man, hey, it's a fitting song. It's a fitting intro. You know, I like it when the people scream Bun B. You know, it's always a good thing. They could be saying, down with Bun B, you know.
Not this city.
No, absolutely not.
And I'm very happy to be here. The first night broadcasting from the Bud Light Studios here, Sports Talk 790. We're live on the air tonight, live on apps all over the country. It's a beautiful thing, man. And to the people listening on the podcast, too.
Absolutely. Checking us out. And, of course, that is the voice of the trilogy, Bun B. He is in the building tonight. It is official. We are off and running, and we couldn't be more excited to be here on Sports Talk 790, of course, holding down the nighttime airwaves.
Yes.
And you know what? Let's get right into it, because I know the people want to hear what we have to say about these Houston Texans.
Go Texans.
And I think we should officially open up the rap sheet for the first time here and jump right on it, because the Texans had their biggest game in their 10-year history in Baltimore. In Houston last Saturday, and we're looking to the next biggest game coming up this Sunday in Baltimore. Now let's not, hey, congratulations to the Texans on their victory. That was huge. Nobody thought that they would put up 31 points on Cincinnati and win that game 31-10. 24 of those points coming on offense, of course, with TJ Yates, the young superstar in the making. But let's look ahead. Let's look ahead because the first victory's out of the way. The jitters are out of the way. What are some of the keys to the game, Andrew, that you look towards this Sunday?
Well, the jitters are out of the way for the home part of it. It was a home game. We still haven't seen how Yates performs on the road, road playoff game. That's going to be a different environment for him. Also, that defense we played in Cincinnati, against Cincinnati, it's a totally different game against the Ravens. They got Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. They got a lot, Terrell
Haloti
Suggs.
Nada?
Yeah, T-Sizzle. They have a lot of guys who are veterans. This isn't their first rodeo. So I think the jitters, while we say they're over the first jitters, they might not be over the road jitters, the first road playoff game. That's always, that's a cherry to pop for this team, too.
Well, let me ask Bun. Bun, you were out at Reliant Stadium last Saturday for the madness.
Of course.
People lined up early.
Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Absolutely not. Now, do you think that was an advantage, a true home field advantage? Do you think the people of Houston were ready for playoff football after almost 2 decades?
Oh, absolutely. You got to keep in mind that this city has been the number one tailgating city in the NFL for several years in running. Even with losing records, we were still out here queuing it up and kicking it and doing it real big for this team. So it goes without saying that during a winning season and with our first playoff game being here at home, of course, the city was going to come out. This was, 71,725 people, I think, came out, the biggest attendance ever for a football game. So this city was more than primed and ready to be here. There's a lot of history in Texas with football, specifically in Houston. And I don't know about you, but being in that stadium, watching Bum being the first man out the tunnel, it just sent chills up your back. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since we've had a playoff game here in this city, and this city really loves football. It really supports football. And I think the team understood that. A lot of the team, they're not from here, they're not from this area, but they understand that this city really loves football and this city loves that team.
Absolutely.
And they performed, I feel like.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Bum Phillips, of
Absolutely.
course. Father of Wade Phillips.
Yes.
And breaking news here, Wade Phillips is out of the consideration for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He said it was about winning, Adam.
That's right, Andrew.
Why would you go to Tampa Bay if you're about winning? That team hasn't won anything of really substance, and I don't know how long. Rondé Barber, I'm surprised he's still hanging on out there. But, he made a wise decision. I think he knows that, within the state of Texas, how much he means to even Houston, too.
Absolutely.
With that whole support he saw for his father, and he knows that, he's going to be lusted after, of course, after how he turned around the Texans from maybe, the last place defense to become in second this year.
Yeah,
with all the aggressiveness. So he's very, lusted after, but I think he made a smart decision.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's all about winning. And this team and this defense, this young Bulls on Parade defense, they're going to be together for a long time.
And don't get me wrong, I hear a lot of people talking about the Baltimore defense being a little bit older, but that just means more seasoned. You know what I'm saying? And they've got a lot more playoff experience than we've got, so we got to take all of that into consideration. We've got young guys, they got the energy, they got the stamina to go the game. They've definitely got the heart. They've shown that this team has heart. We just got to be able to weather the storm. It is not going to be like Reliant. It's going to be a very loud arena. You know what I'm saying? Temperature is going to be a factor, and I think we just have to be out there primed and ready to take a few knocks upside the head during this game because, this Baltimore Ravens team is going to come to play. Now, which Joe Flacco is going to come to play, that remains to be seen, But I think we stand a good chance as any in Baltimore. I honestly do, because their quarterback is known to not show up all the time.
That's a big deal for them. Is the Flacco? Which Flacco is going to show up? Yeah, he's won games on the road. He's won at New England. He's had a couple wins. But I don't know that you would even, if you were going to do the top 10 quarterbacks, Adam, would he even come on your list? Would he even show up there?
No, and with the success that he's had, it's amazing that he wouldn't.
Do you remember the game? I think it was on Monday night this year. Maybe it was on Sunday night where I think it was against the Jets, where it was just a complete no-show. Like, both the quarterbacks were just terrible. We could see a situation like that. I think this game is going to be very close-knit. I think it's going to be like a 17-14 game.
Well, we don't want both quarterbacks to be terrible.
No. But I think it's going to be a close 17-14 game where maybe the last team to have the ball still has a chance to either put it away or win it maybe. I think it's going to be close.
We said that about the national championship game, too, which we'll get into later, for sure.
True.
Yep.
And look what happened in this game. And I could see some similarities to that game Monday night. If one team gets a big lead and the defense is actually coming to play, you could see another somebody pitch a shutout.
Well,
for both sides.
Running backs, that's the biggest factor in this game is if you can shut down Ray Rice. I don't want to say you cut off, the head of the snake or anything like that, or, the head of the of the Serpent, but he pretty much, he's the focal point of their offense. As it gets later and later in the season, they start to stick to their fundamentals, and he is their biggest, fundamental part of their offense.
Well, the biggest keys that I had here on the rap sheet, obviously we talked about it. The jitters, you get rid of those road jitters quick. Okay, you've already played the game. You've already won your opening game in the playoffs. That part, even Dre himself, we talked about it last week. Dre was a little bit nervous, and I don't know. I think going on the road could help this team, could really solidify this team.
Well, I think TJ and Dre's chemistry is still they're still trying to work that out. He and Owen have a real good, repertoire going right now. They feel very comfortable with each other. I think Dre just in general is still trying to get his feel back, you know what I'm saying? And then having to do that with a new quarterback, it takes a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? That being said, he's not scared to go out there and make those catches, of course, because Dre, is never scared of anything on that field. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the noise factor. If TJ can handle the noise and move past that, which I think is going to take, probably the first quarter or so. You know what I'm saying? As long as we don't make any terrible plays, definitely no turnovers, we can get through that. I think they'll get more accustomed to it, and we just got to run that ball down their throats, man.
Well, and first and foremost, what you want to do is quiet the crowd. So if you go down and score and get in the red zone and run the ball and punch in the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to shut up.
Yeah.
Quick.
Then all of a sudden you don't have to deal with that. That's one element you've taken out of the game. And then you take their defense out of the game on top of that, which is hard to do. I realize it's the Ravens.
Well, if anybody's going to do it, it's our offensive line. I think that the Texans' offensive line doesn't get near as much credit as they should. I mean, we've had...
Look at the Pro Bowl even. I mean, we had a lot of snubs that we talked about. I'm not sure if you're there, but Dwayne Brown, other guys like that too.
Dwayne Brown, his quarterback remained untouched while he was on duty the entire season.
That is a big matchup this weekend. I would say maybe the most important one is Dwayne Brown against Terrell Suggs.
Absolutely.
Got to keep him protected, because if you watch that game on Sunday, it really seemed like Yates had a lot of time in the pocket, at least to not where he was hurried. He made some wise decisions, but he wasn't hurried.
That's right. And we got to hurry off to our first break already. We are off and running here on Sports Talk 790. I tell you what, if you guys want to join the conversation, we are going to open the phones for some Texans calls later on. The number is 713-212.
They're not going to love me.
5790. 713-212-5790. As I said, you can hop on our Twitter at Sports Rap Live. That's Rap with 2 P's. And chat with us throughout the show tonight. When we come back, we're going to continue with some NFL talk. We got to look at the other games. We're going to open up the Church of Tebow doors one more time. Here we go. So, yeah, exactly. Jay Nature's throwing his fists in the air. All right, guys, thank you all for tuning in here on Sports Rap Live. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break.